Welcome to the next episode in Armchair Geoscience. My name is Sarah Cromwell and I'm a student at the University of Edinburgh studying geoscience. Today I'm taking you on a virtual trip to Holyrood Park, an incredible and unique landscape right in the heart of Edinburgh. Holyrood Park is one of the most iconic and geologically fascinating places in Scotland. In this video we'll explore the story of Arthur's Seat, Salisbury Crags and the natural and human forces that have shaped this area over hundreds of millions of years. Holyrood Park also provides a peaceful place to walk, exercise and clear your mind, especially on a sunny spring day when the yellow gorse is in full bloom and the air smells amazing. It is also home to nesting birds, wildflowers and other creatures. I want to take you on a journey through time, starting in the Carboniferous period, around 360 million years ago. At this time, this area was a swampy, low-lying plain near the sea. Scotland was actually located just south of the equator, so it was much warmer than it is today. Rivers carried sediment, like sand, from nearby mountains into the area. These slowly built up to form layers of sedimentary rock, some of which can still be seen in Clamstone Quarry within the park, as shown on the screen now. If you look closely at some of the fallen rocks in the area, you'll spot ripple marks and desiccation cracks. These are fossilised evidence of an ancient watery world. These sedimentary rocks underlie much of Edinburgh. Next came the fire. Arthur's Seat is the eroded remains of an extinct volcano which erupted around 342 million years ago. The first eruptions produced red-hot lava that spread out across the landscape, forming a low volcanic cone about 200 metres high over the earlier sedimentary layers. As you walk around Arthur's Seat today, you can see the edge of the original volcanic vent. The rock here is made up of angular pieces of basalt embedded in a fine-grained volcanic matrix. These chunks are volcanic bombs thrown out of the vent during powerful eruptions. The summit and flanks of Arthur's Seat were once much higher, but millions of years of erosion have worn them down. The summit itself sits at 250 metres above sea level. The glossy, shiny look of the summit rocks comes from glacial polishing and weathering. Wind and ice have smoothed the surface over time. From the top of Arthur's Seat, you get clear views across the city. Some days you can even see across to Fife. Maybe this reminds you of a time you walked up a hill or mountain with a friend or family member. As volcanic activity continued, some of the magma moved more slowly, spreading out beneath the surface. As it cooled, it formed dark basaltic columns you can see today. Beneath the basalt, you'll sometimes find layers of ash, a greenish-grey rock formed during explosive eruptions when magma and water interacted. Ash blanketed the landscape, trapping plants and other organic material. In some places, you can find plant fossils within these layers. This is what these dark lines in the rock are on screen now. 15 million years after the original eruptions, magma forced its way up again, but this time it got stuck. It pushed horizontally between old layers of rock and cooled underground, forming a feature called a sill. This sill is what we now know as the Salisbury Crags, a long wall of dark rock just below Arthur's Seat. You wouldn't have seen this formation when it was first formed, but tectonic activity and erosion have exposed it, creating the dramatic cliffs we see today. In the last 2 million years, during the Ice Age, glaciers carved and shaped this landscape. The softer sedimentary rocks were worn away while the harder volcanic rocks remained. The valley between Arthur's Seat and the Crags, known as Hunter's Bog, is actually a glacial meltwater channel, carved by flowing ice and water. It remains boggy to this day and is a haven for lots of wildlife. Holyrood Park isn't just a place of geological wonder, it also holds rich human history. On one of the ridges, you'll find the ruins of St Anthony's Chapel, a small medieval structure likely built in the 15th century. Though its exact purpose is unclear, it may have served pilgrims or the local community. The park also played a key role in the history of science. James Hutton, known as the father of modern geology, studied rocks here in the 18th century. He realised that features like Salisbury Crags were formed over immense periods of time, supporting the idea that the Earth changes gradually, not suddenly. Today, Holyrood Park is a protected area, sitting beside the Scottish Parliament and Holyrood Palace. It's a place for recreation, education and connection for residents like me and visitors from around the world. I love learning more about the park's geology and sharing that knowledge with others. I hope this virtual walk has given you some insight into the incredible geological story in our capital, and maybe even brought back some memories of your own time spent in the outdoors. Thank you for watching this episode of Armchair Geoscience. I would like to thank my dad, Stephen Cromwell, for helping me with the drone footage. Information regarding the geology was taken from the British Geological Society and the Scottish Geological Trust websites.